Glad you've come, Kena. I believe you can help her find peace. Be careful.
Absolutely. And can I just thank you for allowing us to have this conversation with some kind of background music? Because when I was practicing for this section, there was nothing but pure deafening silence, and it made our little conversation have so much more gravity, and I don't know, I felt very uncomfortable. But ladies and gentlemen, with all 3 relics in tow, we can make our way to the tower to face off against Adira, the corrupted Woodsmith. Easily one of the most cunning and threatening bosses we've had up to this point, and she is no joke, even relatively speaking. However, we are going to fully take advantage of the fact that her AI is relatively easy to manipulate into doing what we want her to, thus making an incredibly challenging fight your first time around a little bit more doable. But first off, we are going to loot the hell out of this place, and then I'll be good. Let's go and check this out. It is a spicy mango hat. I will take it. So, oh, stinky fruit rather. That works too. God, that sounds good right now. Now, if I may take a moment to just take in this breathtaking beauty and the pop-in textures of this area. It's just so lush and beautiful. The fact that this village prides itself on being built around a waterfall and places full emphasis on it. It's just such a shame that we can't explore anything beyond this point. I mean, I would love to just go up there, explore, and maybe sleep around a little. It'd be cozy as hell. And here's the, deafening silence I was just talking about. Now, as for our final cursed chest of this area, we have a solid 60 seconds to defeat 15 enemies. And this isn't the most difficult thing in the world because they all bear halberds, but we have to really be on top of our parry game, so I'm actually just gonna go ahead and launch you right now. Wrought arrows kind of, I think, are the way to go, and lining them all up that way. These guys will spawn like a lot, so go and do some of that. Let me get one more maybe. Come on. There we go. Line them up, and, well, shoot. Even if you just hit them a couple times, you should be okay, but get your courage nice and beefy. Here, I'll do this, even though there are gonna be a few of you. There we go. Ooh, that guy dodged that like a son of a gun. All right, yes, parry, please. Are you joking? Okay, he's doing that nonsense. Okay, this is not good. Let's just do this. Might just have to start taking you guys out manually. I really don't like to have to do this, but we have 20 seconds, so we're doing all right on time. Oh my God, there's someone behind me. How dare you? All right. Oh, you are so lucky. I still hit 4 of you though. Okay, let's try this one more time. Done. Okay. Well, usually those guys will be on top of you like crema on brulee, and I am not a fan of that, which is why I was a little concerned when they were all so spread out. That's usually a bit easier than that. But for our efforts, we just get a bunch of crystals. That is a damn shame. Not a fan of that. However, we pick up our 8th piece of spirit mail, which is really nice because that means we're almost done. There's only 10, and I'm very glad to see that portion of our game come to a close. Now, with that having been said and done, let's go and take the slide down. Here we go. Hell yeah. Beautiful. There's also one last thing that I would like to make note of. While we were down in the village heart caves, the thought occurred to me that we actually forgot a flower shrine, and I figured we would because our old friend James here, we did not take him to the proper area to go and do so. I think his name was James, right? James Lacrosse, perhaps? Yeah, he's the kid that always reminded me of Arthur the Aardvark. Not in like a, I don't know, a asshole bully child kind of way. Just, he actually kind of looked like him. He had like bushy eyebrows and his hair was like thinning, even though we were like in the 3rd grade. And I felt bad for him. We were friends. He was kind of a nerd, but we were friends and I liked him. But then like when we got to middle school, I don't know what happened. I think he did like, I don't know, he might have gotten in with a group of like bad kids. I don't remember. What the hell happened to you, James? God, that was 20 years ago. Can you believe that, man? God. Well, with that having been said and done, that is everything we need to finish here in the fields. The village heart is complete, and all that's left is the hat that we'll get for defeating Adira, as well as the meditation spot in the middle of her tower. So I actually would like to upgrade something here real quick. We have 350, which is fantastic, and I am a little split on what I want to do at the moment. Not split bomb. But I do think for the instances of this fight, having extra shield health will definitely help, and I would very much like it. Please and thank you. Now we make our way to our tower. Anything else you need to have done at this point, feel free to go back and do some spirit trials. You'll be able to clear some of them now, and you might get some better charm stones that better suit your playstyle. I'm gonna stick with the reckless strength because that's all I need. Gonna literally stick to my guns. And let's go ahead and approach, because this boss is no joke. Let's do it. Oh, that was kind of cool. Got some zero gravity V-Bays a la Dead Space, which I'm excited for. And it's storming. So yeah, upon stepping into that pedestal with your relics, you actually don't get straight into the fight. We have a bit of a preamble, and luckily the game is nice enough to the point where if you die during the fight or you need to start over, it will spawn you at the bottom of the tree, but you don't have to climb back up. It'll just spit you out right in front of the boss. So yeah, we're gonna go climb up through this, where there are a ton of splinters, no doubt. I can't imagine, and everything just looks so wet and kind of hard to see. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time to face off against Adira. And so the fight begins. She is going to lunge at you, but she is completely impervious to damage until we attack the village heart 3 times with arrows, and it doesn't matter how strong they are, it's just by hits. And now here, this is your best opportunity to really lay down the pain train. You want to watch out, because when she jumps away, she is going to fix the village heart, at which point she will be invulnerable again, at which point we'll probably end up hitting a damage cap of some kind. But 3 hits is what it takes for it to come back. There's going to be shockwaves everywhere. These usually hit me, but after that 3rd hit, you can go and set that free, and before she even has a chance to charge at us 3 times, throw a bomb here, get some extra damage, and lay it down. Very nice. Come on. Yeah. Okay. And then we have to do this one more time. Phase 1 is actually really predictable and not as bad as you would think. It's phase 2 that ends up giving me a little trouble, but here she is really easy to telegraph. So 3 hits again, we can do the same thing. And so long as we're kind of making her turn around, we'll be fine. Oh shoot, I missed. Okay, once that's done, the village heart gets destroyed. And now she is going to be very angry at us. That throwing move is really annoying, but something that you can do to sort of manipulate her is throw a bomb at her, because she does this 3-move combo that will immediately make her vulnerable to a second bomb, at which point she will reveal a weak spot here. There we go. So with that explosion, capitalize as much as you can, get aggressive. You can tell when she's about to get up, but just get in there and do a lot of damage. And now we escape. You can also pretty easily parry that, but bombs, the first one, she'll always just throw the fire, swing the sword, and bring down the hammer. At which point, oh my goodness, are we almost done? I think we just did it. Yes. With that, the Woodsmith has fallen, and we are victorious.
The ancient people who settled here were drawn to the mountain shrine. But they didn't fully understand its potential. Hana and I found a way to focus the scattered energy of the mountain. I thought it would last for generations. But the village heart started to fade. This was just the beginning of our problems. Something was wrong. The crops failed and poison covered the land. Hana left to search for food and supplies to save our village. I watched her go that morning, knowing I would never leave our home without her. Weeks turned to months, and she did not return. We tried everything to help restore balance, but nothing worked. I knew our home was lost, but I couldn't leave Hana behind. I had to help her find her way back. So, I started to build. Somehow I felt leaving would make me forget her. The life we shared would slip away. That fear blinded me, and I tore apart everything we created.
I've lost someone too, and the thought of forgetting them scares me. But I've met Hana, and I know your love is strong. Even after all these years, what you built together is still a part of the land. Your bond will never be broken.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the tortured spirits of Adira and Hana have finally been laid to rest. I'm hoping that includes Rufus as well, and peace has returned to the farmlands. Join me next time as we clean out a lot of what the village has to offer now that we have the bombs, as well as a couple of trials here and there before setting off for our final destination and rescuing another tortured soul. My name is Allison Cruz, and as much as I did enjoy the sentiment of this story, I think I still find Taro's storyline a little more endearing. Take care, everybody, and I will see you here next time on Kena, Bridge of Spirits.